Yo. So let's just take a look at where I'm at the moment with the progress, and I'll pop in this one. Need it for completion anyway. And while I'm doing the map, I'm gonna be like yapping a bit about it. And yeah.
This will hurt.
The merc that I have with me at the moment is just an aura or a guy that gives it determination. It also gives oh, it pauses. Yeah. So yeah, this is like basically all defensive. Prison plate's kind of cute. Plague is determination, so it's like hopefully it doesn't die as much. It's a bit low level, so I'm gonna have to go to the hires anyway. As you can see, I'm playing with Holy Relic now. Everything is like pretty decent, but I have 3 empty jewel sockets at the moment. That's where the jewels would go with the poison chance. At the moment I'm running chance to poison, and I have 1 jewel that has 15, not even 15, it has 1, well, I mean 11%.
Await your decision.
7% on it. So I have 51% chance to poison at the moment, which is obviously far cry from the 100 that we would like.
Now, remain calm. Pure ecstasy.
But yeah. Oh, I have the animated guardian.
Let you have it.
He's just there on a 1 link because I had an empty link, and then as you can see, I decided to run the purity, no spectre, no guardian stuff, because I had to, unequip an item, and then that made me lose requirements, and then that unequip my spectre and my animated guardian and everything, and I was like, okay, it's too much of a hassle to do it. I mean, I know you can like do the specters with desecrate, but I have desecrate in the links, I have to unequip the thing, so it doesn't, so I have to move it so it doesn't, trigger the offering. And if I forget anything, then it blows up. Or I have to go to Act 2, and I have to get the Carnage Chieftains there.
And
it's just annoying. So I just have a random slot where I threw in the Animate Guardian. Anyway, it's not even geared at the moment.
Bye.
It's just
This make any sense to you?
it has a windscreen on it, but no way to curse. And yeah, but I mean, I can just go and pick up the assonance, and that would give me them chains. Like, these are all things that make basically no sense not to do, and I'm not doing it still because I don't feel like it. I think that if you want, if you want perfection, you have to look elsewhere. Like, same reason why I'm actually recording it now instead of when I actually start changing stuff into the actual build. It is like the closer you get to the actual setup, the actual build, the more everything is just homogenized. Like, things just get boring. Like, it's more interesting what you play on the way to get there. That might not be, enjoyable as a viewing experience. So yeah, as you can see, it's fine. I'll look at defensive stats in a bit once I'm done here, but
This is how it's done.
yeah. I mean, honestly, right, like usually what you actually should do when you're progressing the Atlas is you can just beeline to the boss and then do that, and then obviously it would not take
Did you
not
wish
take
to
as long.
join the other corpses, exile?
Like here when I'm like clearing stuff. As you can see, flasks are also cooked. I'm not even really pressing them except for the movement flask. Oh, that was a big
you,
big hit. Yeah, so like here you can
Let
feel
me
that you
think.
only have 51%
Pretty good
against the poison.
for a talker.
Also, I only have the 14% breakpoint for the cooldown
Absolutely
because I only had the
brutal.
14 quality
I
on.
just can't.
Right. You,
I don't really care about any of these at the moment.
you kill, sir.
You surprised me.
Progress
Relic.
and whatnot. No idea. But yeah. I'm still a 10. Tier 10. So like obviously I'm not gonna have any real issues in yellows with what I have at the moment. Defensive wise, I think I'm fine. Like I get a bunch of life gain on hit. Okay, honestly, these I don't really care. Life gain on hit because, and I can actually look at the current state because I'm using Thief's Torment, and I think I'm gonna use Thief's Torment up to the point where I'm gonna have the craft on the rings, the flat, the non-channeling skills have a minus to the cost, and then when you have like two rings of that, and I also need the mana on hit source somewhere, so I can sustain Dancing Steel. But right now I have this Torment. I got it for 5C because I want to have a good roll. I want the elemental res and everything to be kept. So yeah, life on hit from there, mana on hit, and then life on hit also from the Dancing Steel of spraying part. It's also under 40. And block wise, defensive reses are capped. Obviously chaos res is the one that is not doing too hot, but it's not something that I would really do until the actual gear is on. This is a fun part here. I ended up using an shield like that, and then you have the mastery on the 3 that gives you 3% reduced, and then just for fun I got a drop. Got this drop, and I'm like, okay, might as well throw this on for now. So I have 99%. Like basically crit doesn't do anything. It's extra 1% damage if I get crit. So yeah. This is this at the being a little bit of an issue. Chest, because the chest has 116 requirement, and to hit that I had to like basically do stupid things. So it was like I had to blessed orb this until I have 30 int there, and then I guess if I really wanted to, I could just crafted int here instead of all attributes, and then it would be easier. But I don't know if I need dex anywhere, so I just threw in all attributes. Obviously this is nothing great, don't look at the average stuff. I just threw the first one that I had on it and it didn't hit anything. Like, okay, I don't think that's the reason to actually try to craft it. The belt actually could be anything, it doesn't really matter, because I don't think I don't think there's a point of buying it if I want Darkness Enthroned on it anyway. And yeah, so obviously, and boots as well. Boots is not great, right? Like flat life, movement speed is only 20, so I could just get a better one for 1C, but I don't really care. Helmet is still the helmet. This is gonna be the same helmet for the entirety of the character. Probably maybe the +2 to minion gems, maybe. But if I'm not doing relic and AG, then I don't care as much, I think. I think it's only socketed. And obviously this is the weapon that you need, the trigger weapon. I got the Spirit Blade base because it looks cool. Yeah, basically that's it. And then I threw the thing, the Deafening Essence of Fear, which obviously you probably shouldn't do that. You probably should do the lower tier, and then you can get more clicks out of the same amount of money. You just, you know, try to get the attack speed and a free space for the craft, for the trigger. Obviously, the Despair, the Bone Offering, the Desecrate. I don't know if the order matters, but this is how I could make the right colors. So that's that. 6 link I'm running at the moment. Holy Relic with the 14 quality, so I hit the first breakpoint. There's the Poison, added Chaos, minion damage, about ailments, Void Manipulation. Yeah, but I'm just kind of mumbling through this part because it's basically copied from the POB. So there's nothing really special in the links here. Same here. You know, Dancing Steel of Spraying, Live Gain on Hit, Returning Proj and Withering Touch. This one's kind of awkward. I tried to hit the right colors, but I couldn't. I tried to do, you know, the sockets, the 2 socket, 3 socket, and you try to hit the color that way. Still didn't happen. So originally, I want to do I want to do Whirling Blades, I think. I like it better than the shield charge, and I have like a decent attack speed, so it doesn't feel that bad. It's only 1.84. Ideally, I would prefer to. Anyway, doesn't really matter. But now I have a shield charge with no faster attacks because I couldn't get the color. And at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna get the actual shield that I'm gonna use, and then it's gonna be that. Obviously, neck is the same thing. It's just what I had. I hit the exactly 160, so I'm not really messing with it. But basically, obviously, this is getting replaced, this is getting replaced, this is getting replaced, this is gonna be the Allahs, this is getting replaced, this is getting replaced, this is gonna be the minus, like actual 2 actual rings with the minus mana craft. At some point, tasks are getting replaced, everything is getting replaced basically. But as you can see, I don't really want to mess with anything at the moment because I have, you know, kept res. Chance to lock is here, but if I have. Okay, when is it gonna trigger? Hello? I'm missing something now. Oh, I don't have the mana. That's why it doesn't trigger. Like, ideally, I need something to actually hit so I can gain the mana. And then I can actually... There we go. See, like, usually like, I can trigger the Bone Offering because I have enough mana. So, yeah. At the moment, it's 78% block, attack damage, 7, and that was what, 74 for spell damage. So I basically just sit there and I can, you know, face tank stuff, except chaos. If I get chaos, that can hurt, or probably dots maybe. And I'm still running this for no reason basically. So I should probably be doing this, but I did not really upgrade anything here. I have the Aberrat because that's the only thing that I'm not immune to out of those, right? So I have freeze immunity from Arctic Armor, shock immunity for Tempest Shield, and then I don't have ignite immunity, so I just have the Aberrat running here. So yeah, as you can see, I'm not really doing any permanent upgrades or any long-lasting upgrades just yet. I have the grand total of 2 divines here and some C. Because one of it was I got the hand of something that on melee hit the enemies do not deal chaos damage for 3 seconds. I did not really check why is it that great. It probably just goes on the mercenary and then it just, you know, cheeses some stuff that does chaos damage. I'm not sure. I price checked it. It was 1 divine, so I'm like, I put it up for 1 divine, and I sold it for 1 divine. And then the other one was a drop that I just dropped in like the map or the map before that. And it's that, but I'm not really using it because there are too many things that I want, and those are probably more. Or I could just break one, and then I would sort out the darkness enthroned and the jewels, so I have 100% chance to poison with the minions. That is a good idea. But another thing is I also kind of want the elegant hybrid, the timeless jewel that turns this into supreme ostentation, and then I don't have to worry about attribute requirements ever again. So that's another thing. But then if I want something that actually turns this into usable notable, which is the Slumlord, the minions deal 80% increased damage. That's probably even like more expensive. So that's another thing. Also, chest would be the Dialas, but Diala is like 1.5 to 2 divines, and then I have to link it, and I have to color it, and then I have to also get an enhance, because the neck would be the ashes. Ashes will be what I'm eventually gonna be using, but that's also a few divines at the moment, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, Ashes of the Stars is 5 divine. It's not even the right quality. So like if I actually want a decent quality, because I need 30 or 29 to hit the thing, but it doesn't really matter as much at the moment, right? Because the breakpoint that you would hit is you would hit it with this being 23 quality, and then you get 30 from the Dialas. So that's 53. 53? Yes, 53, and then 30 or 29% on the ashes, right? Like you need the 29, so hit the 82% CDR breakpoint, and that's where I want to get to, and that's where everyone wants to get to probably when they are playing the build. But that's gonna be quite a bit away. But yeah, like progressing through the Atlas is just perfectly fine with this. So I think the reasonable next upgrade that I can cover with the 2 divines that I have right now is getting the Darkness Enthroned with like a decent roll, getting the Abyss Jewels, so I have 100% poison chance on hit, and then I think I might be able to get the Timeless Jewel with the right transformation on this, and then I don't have to worry about the attribute requirements anymore. So yeah, as you can see, there's empty slot here, and here at the moment. Just basically grabbed something and alt spammed on it a bit until it got something that is decent, and it doesn't really matter. It's like what, 15 life and like 0.45% life regen. Doesn't really matter. But it's on this one. It needed to be an 8, so don't have to spend too many points over here. So yeah, got res, got, I guess, endurance charge. I have 2 extra here, but the only generation that I have comes from the inexorable. 25% chance to gain endurance charge when you are hit. But like I'm blocking, so usually what I do is I can just stand in one place and I can just hold down my Q, right? And like here obviously doesn't work because I need to hit something so I can get the mana back. I just hold this down and then I'm blocking a bunch of things, and if I'm not blocking, then I'm regaining it anyway. But like I said, the one thing that I am in danger from is the chaos damage. So like if I stand in one place and I get hit by chaos damage, I can just melt. You just disappear. Like block doesn't really help me that much there. Dots are obvious, they're can be also kind of awkward. Mercenaries can be scary if they have like some weird skill. That was that was something that just hit me, and I was just like, my head just started disappearing, and it was just gone. But usually you would be like, oh, you see the bleeding icon or something up top, and then like, okay, I'm bleeding, and that's why. But no, that was not that. So I don't really know what happened there. But yeah, I think for how this is not really like what this is, what you can get Joffrey's crest for 1C. Even a Thief's Torment, you can, if you don't care about the rolls, you can also get it for like 1C probably. This one is like, I guess the base was 10C, and then I guess it's like if you really want to just get it started, then it's 1, probably like maybe Shrieking or Screaming even, or Essence of Fear, and then you get the minion damage on it, and then if you have an empty space for the craft is like another 3C. Gloves found on the ground, bad, doesn't matter, this doesn't matter, this also found on the ground, this also found on the ground. So yeah, honestly. And this one, I think the Holy Relic Conviction, let me check how much it was, how much it is at the moment. Right. Oh, I'm level 20 at 40. Okay, now it's okay, it looks like it's 125C. Okay, so I guess that went up. But anyway, I got it for 30C. This one. And interestingly enough, I got the Lancing Steel and the Holy Relic from the same person. Was level 30 something chieftain. So it seemed that what happened there is that they they started as this, and then they didn't like it, and then they sold it off. That is what I'm assuming. Which is, better for me, because I'm not gonna swap off from this, because I know where it's going, and I like where it's going. But yeah, that is where I'm at right now. I think I've shown everything, right? Like Atlas is obviously, I'm like 40, like slowly, getting my way up,
Long day.
purchasing what I need from here. Obviously, like next one is gonna be Atlas mission, and then go here. Oh, and there's Untainted Paradise, which I will probably do. Honestly, I don't really care about Untainted, so I'm just gonna grab the dunes, complete that, and then the shop refreshes, and then you buy what's not completed. So it's quite easy these days to actually complete it. And if you are in trouble, then you get even the scouting reports that you can also refresh stuff with, reroll what's in there. So yeah, that is where I'm at right now. And I reiterate that I made it before I actually started to get actual gear here, because I feel like this is more interesting, or this is more fun when you see that you can have like not great gear, and then you can still do it, right? Basic requirements is basically the weapon with the trigger. Even without the weapon, like for a little bit, I was, where is it? It's over here. For a little bit, I was running Fidelitis spike, because I had one. It was like two attacks per second. I ran that for like just a little bit before I could make the craft here. But yeah, basically weapon with the trigger, and then you have Joffrey's helmet. I guess, I don't know. I mean, obviously you don't necessarily need Thief's Torment, but I feel like this is a very quick and easy way to get the necessary like life gain and mana gain for you to keep up. And yeah, okay. That is where I'm at right now, and I'm just gonna go and progress further into the Atlas, and slowly but surely going towards the actual gear. All right, that's it. See you next time. Peace.